Name 5 solo or duo artists that you like. And they can't be part of a group. So, J Park. And he doesn't count because he's not into PM anymore. So he's a solo artist that I really like. He's awesome. I want to say Epic High. Tableau's the one who raps, but the other two are like production and they help out and all this stuff. But Epic High, definitely. Tableau. Another one. I think. Okay, this is gonna be my cheat because she is in a group now that I think about it. She's actually in 2 groups. Well, no, they're both in groups. I'm sorry. Troublemaker. Because I like Troublemaker. Their last song was actually really good. And they can dance really good. So, you know. And Hyuna's like my top girl bias. Like, I love her. Anyway. The 4th one would have to be So In-guk. Because I love him. Well, not like that, but I love him. And then my 5th one would have to be Lin. Because, seriously, her voice is amazing. And if you haven't heard Lin, please go listen to her. She's like mind blown. I'm hot. Real quick, oh my gosh. I thought I was like real quick for some reason. I just looked bald. Okay. Which K-pop idol do you think is a good sister? I think a good older sister would be Minzy. I would love to have her as my older sister. I would love to have Dara as my older sister. Actually, I would like to have 2NE1, like as a group, as my older sisters. Like, they're just awesome. I love them. Which K-pop idol do you think is a good brother? Bam Bam. I want him to be my little brother because he's just so cute. Actually, I want all of GOT7 to be my brothers. Can they just like split themselves and be my younger and older brothers? Because I think up until Jackson, they're all older than me. But Yugyeom and Bam Bam and Youngjae, they're younger than me. I think. Yeah, Bam Bam's definitely younger than me. So let's not even doubt that. He's younger than me. Who would you consider marrying? No, I read it wrong. Would you consider marrying your bias? You know, I gotta think about that. Would I consider marrying Sungha? No. Actually, I didn't have to think about it much now that I thought about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sungha. I'm sorry. But it's not because you're not a great person. And if I had the opportunity, if many girls had the opportunity to marry you, I bet they would. But it's just because, like, there's this, like, I have to get to know the person 100% before I can marry them. Marrying's a bit far, so my answer is no. Would you move to Korea for your bias? Okay, this is a split half and half question for me. Yes, I would move to Korea to see my bias, but I wouldn't move to Korea for my bias. Like, if I had to move to Korea and I got to see my bias, that would be like an added bonus. But I wouldn't, like, get up after I've already, like, rooted myself in America and, like, move to a different country where I don't even speak the language. I can hardly speak the language. I can speak, like, a few words at the most. And I'm learning Korean, so by the time I, like, finish learning, I should know Korean, and maybe it'd be easier if I moved to Korea, but I'm saying I wouldn't move for my bias. Right now, I kind of like the Korean culture, the way they do things. I love the scenery in Korea. I love, like, the schools and stuff, and actually I'm thinking about going abroad to Korea, but I wouldn't move there for my bias. So half and half. Do you like Asian guys because of K-pop? Now, I wanted to put this question in because it seems like a lot of people misunderstand how people feel about like Asian guys. I have a preference toward Asian guys. That does not mean that I don't like black guys. Some people believe that I don't like black guys, but that's absolutely not true. I just have a preference. Now, the preference doesn't even stem from K-pop, because way before I even knew what K-pop was, I was interested in Japanese art. I was interested in Japanese culture. Then I got into Taiwanese culture. Then I got into Chinese culture. These are just things that I was just accustomed to. So that's how I got into Korean dramas, Korean pop so easy, because I was just accustomed to like Asian culture. I was just in there. I think my obsession with like Japanese art began when I was like, I want to say in 6th grade. In 6th grade, I had this girl who was driving home with me. Phenomenal artist. I'm talking about phenomenal, like better than wow. Like her art was just crazy good, and she's like 3 years older than me, and her art was just crazy good. Now, I saw her art and I was like, wow, can I learn to draw like that? And thankfully she was nice enough and she helped me draw like her, to draw manga. Then after manga I started getting into anime, and then after anime I started getting into even more manga, and like it was around this time that I found Tumblr. And I started watching stuff and getting into different types of genres of animes, and like being updated on animes and stuff. So I don't like Asian guys because of K-pop. That is not the reason. That is 100% not the reason. K-pop is a benefactor to me liking Asian guys, but it's not the main reason. A lot of people assume that because somebody likes K-pop, that's why they like Asian guys, but it's not true. It's really not. I just wanted to clear that. Get that out of my system. Did K-pop ever extend your knowledge of the world? Of course. Anything I do that's outside of like the American realm definitely expands my knowledge. I learned so much through Korea. I made bibimbap one time. It was fantastic, by the way. I bought like Korean noodles and stuff and made my own like noodles. I went to Gmart and bought all these different things. I tried seaweed and loved it. Tried sushi and loved it. Like all these different things definitely expanded my knowledge. Well, that's the 20 questions that I have for my K-pop video. Alright, if you want to do a video with these questions, you could do it too. It'll be on my Tumblr. I will post the link to my Tumblr below. And alright, see you guys.